Hello and welcome back. It's Brian and Chelsea here.
And welcome to your personal deep dive from the Detox Health Channel.
Today, we're diving deep into getting good protein from, well, vegetable sources. You shared some articles with us?
And we've done the reading for you, pulling out the key info.
Exactly. We know you're looking for ways to gain knowledge efficiently.
Yep. Think of this as your shortcut. No need to wade through everything yourself.
Our mission today, to explore the surprising protein content in various vegetables and how you can easily incorporate them.
Yeah, it might surprise people just how much protein some veggies offer.
Definitely. So protein, obviously essential, right? Building, repairing tissues.
Crucial stuff. And while animal sources get a lot of attention, many plants are actually significant protein contributors too, especially when you look at protein per calorie.
Okay, let's get right into that. One source, Medical News Today, listed their top 10 protein veggies. And number 1, watercress.
Watercress, yeah, probably not the first thing that springs to mind for protein.
Right. But the article said 84% of its calories are from protein. That's huge.
It is. So for specifics, a cup that's about 34 grams has 0.8 grams of protein.
Okay.
And if you scale that up to 100 grams, which is only 11 calories,
yeah.
you get 2.3 grams of protein. So yeah, very protein dense for the calories.
And it's not just protein, is it? Packed with other things?
Oh, absolutely. It's loaded with vitamin K, great for blood and bones, vitamin C, an antioxidant, B, vitamins, calcium, potassium, vitamin A, and they mentioned phenolic compounds too, potential cancer fighters.
So a nutrient powerhouse alongside the protein. How should we eat it?
Best eaten raw, they suggest. Salads, sandwiches, smoothies.
Smoothies, interesting.
Yeah, but avoid boiling. It seems
Yeah,
that can destroy some of those antioxidants.
Got it. Okay, next on their list, another slightly unexpected one, alfalfa sprouts.
Right, alfalfa sprouts. Very low cal, but nutrient rich.
So protein content.
Okay, 1 cup, about 33 grams, gives you 1.3 grams of protein. Go up to 100 grams, just 23 calories, and you hit 4 grams of proteins. That's what, 69% of calories from protein?
Almost 70%.
Again.
Really impressive ratio. And other nutrients.
Yep, good source of vitamin K, folate, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, copper, vitamin C. Quite the list.
And some potential health benefits mentioned from animal studies, I think.
That's right. Things like potentially reducing cholesterol thanks to compounds called saponins. Also, maybe decreased inflammation, help with menopause symptoms, and potentially preventing osteoporosis, likely because of that vitamin K.
That's a lot of potential from tiny sprouts. How do we eat these?
Similar to watercress, really. Raw is great, sandwiches, salads. You can lightly cook them, maybe in stir fries or soups.
Okay. Moving on to a more familiar green, spinach.
Ah, yes, spinach, the classic healthy green.
So a cup raw, maybe 25 grams, has about 0.7 grams protein, but 100 grams.
That's 2.9 grams of protein for only 23 calories, so around 50% of its calories from protein.
Half the calories from protein. And there was something special about the type of protein in spinach.
Yes. It contains all the essential amino acids.
Ah, so a complete protein.
Exactly. Which is pretty noteworthy for a vegetable.
That is a great point. And it's loaded with other stuff too, right? Vitamin K.
Oh, yeah. Way over 100% of your daily vitamin K in a cup. Plus folate, vitamins A and C, magnesium, potassium, some calcium.
And those plant compounds, antioxidants.
Definitely. They help fight cell damage, reduce inflammation. The article even cited a small study with athletes.
Oh, yeah?
Suggested spinach supplementation might reduce oxidative stress and muscle damage.
Interesting. And I think there was a link to lower cancer risk, too.
Yes, specifically mentioned a lower risk for some cancers, like breast cancer.
So lots of reasons to eat spinach.
How? Super versatile. Raw in salads, smoothies. Blend it into soups, add it to curries, stews, or just a quick saute.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, next. Chinese cabbage, like bok choy or napa cabbage.
Exactly. Another one with a high protein per calorie ratio.
How high are we talking?
Well, a cup shredded, about 70 G, has 1.1 grams protein. 100 grams is only 13 calories and gives you 1.5 grams of protein. So that works out to about 47% of calories from protein.
Not bad at all. And vitamins, minerals?
Yep. Vitamins A, C, K, folate, calcium, potassium. Pretty good profile.
Any specific health notes on this one? Antioxidants?
Yeah, particularly rich in antioxidants, especially the outer leaves, apparently. Some cell studies suggest anti-inflammatory properties, too.
Mm.
And being a brassica vegetable like broccoli, it contains compounds linked in some research to reduced prostate cancer risk.
Ah, that brassica connection again.
Right, and there was an animal study suggesting Chinese cabbage powder might help protect against liver cancer.
Really interesting potential there.
Yeah.
And how do we typically eat it?
Very common in Asian dishes. Stir fries are classic kimchi soups, spring rolls.
Yeah. Okay, asparagus, that's a popular one.
Definitely. And nutrient rich, too.
Protein content.
A cup, which is about 134 grams, has a decent 3 grams of protein. Per 100 grams, it's 2.2 grams for only 20 calories.
So that's 44% of calories from protein.
Pretty much. Plus, it's got vitamin K, folate, riboflavin, some magnesium, phosphorus, vitamin A.
And those potential anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer properties we keep seeing.
Yes, mentioned for asparagus, too. And something else interesting, prebiotic benefits.
Oh, for gut health.
Exactly. It contains fructooligosaccharides, which feed your good gut bacteria.
That's a great benefit. And cooking methods.
So many ways. Grilled, boiled, steamed, pan-fried. Great in salads or just as a side.
Versatile. Okay, next up, mustard greens.
Right, another brassica, like kale, but with that, mustardy kick.
Gotcha. Protein.
A chopped cup, about 56 grams, has 1.6 grams protein. Per 100 grams, that's 2.9 grams protein for 27 calories.
Which puts it at 42% protein calories.
Yeah, and nutritionally, another powerhouse.
Ugh.
Loads of vitamin K, again, over 100% daily need per cup. Vitamin C, calcium, potassium, B vitamins, E, and those phenolic compounds.
Good stuff.
Huh?
How are they usually eaten?
Steamed, boiled, sautéed are common. Can be eaten raw, but that flavor is pretty intense.
Right, okay, following mustard greens, collard greens.
Another dark leafy green, same family as kale and broccoli. Loose-leafed.
Protein breakdown.
One chopped cup, around 36 g, has 1.1 grams protein. Per 100 grams, it's 3 grams protein for 32 calories, so about 38% protein calories.
And the standout nutrient here is...
Vitamin K again, really exceptional, around 131% of daily needs per cup.
Wow.
Plus vitamin C, folate, good calcium source, some potassium, and being brassica, those antioxidants.
And the antioxidant link to reduce prostate cancer risk mentioned again.
It was, yes. Seems to be a theme with this family of vegetables.
How do people usually prepare collards?
Often steamed or sautéed, sometimes cooked a bit longer than other greens. They mix well with other veggies.
Okay, now for a couple of real crowd pleasers. First, broccoli.
Yes, very popular, very healthy, and another one with all the essential amino acids.
The complete protein, right?
Yeah.
And the numbers.
Chopped cup, about 88 g, has 2.5 grams protein. Per 100 grams, it's 2.8 grams for 34 calories.
So roughly 33% protein calories.
Correct. And packed with other nutrients, vitamin C and K, folate, phosphorus, potassium, some calcium, plus beneficial plant compounds like chickpeas.
Camphorol, right. Potential antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, even anti-cancer properties in lab studies.
And it's high in those glucosinolates, too, linked to potential cancer risk reduction.
And good for the liver.
Yeah, the article mentioned potential to improve liver health, like detoxification and antioxidant production.
Lots going for broccoli. And preparation.
So easy. Steam it, roast it, bake it, saute it, toss it in soups, sauces, or just have it as a side.
Couldn't be easier. Okay, next, Brussels sprouts. Love them or hate them?
Yeah, they can be divisive, but nutritionally they're great, protein-wise.
How do they stack up?
A cup, again about 88 grams, provides 3 grams of protein. Per 100 grams, it's 3.4 grams for 43 calories.
Meaning about 31% protein calories.
Exactly. And they're good for fiber, too, over 3 grams per cup.
Nice. Other nutrients.
Vitamin C and K, folate, vitamin B6, iron, potassium, a solid lineup.
And best ways to eat them. I find roasting changes them completely. Yeah.
Roasting is great, brings out sweetness, but boiling, steaming, grilling also work. Good hearty side dish.
Definitely. Okay, last one from that medical news today, top 10. Cauliflower.
Right, similar profile to broccoli in some ways. Good protein for the calories.
What are the numbers?
A cup, about 107 grams, has 2 grams protein. Per 100 grams, it's 1.9 grams for only 25 calories.
So also around 31% protein calories, like Brussels sprouts.
Pretty much. Very rich in vitamin C, good source of vitamin K, some calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, and high in glucosinolates again.
Specifically Synagrin, I think.
That's the one. Studied for potential anti-cancer, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory effects.
But cooking affects these compounds, right?
It can. Boiling might decrease glucosinolates. Eating raw might preserve them best.
Right.
But
Right.
other antioxidants might actually be better preserved or even increase with gentler cooking, like steaming or microwaving.
Interesting trade-offs depending on what you're prioritizing.
Yeah.
And cauliflower is super versatile.
Oh, totally. Raw, steamed, microwaved. You can mash it, make rice out of it, pizza crusts, endless possibilities.
So that's the top 10 from one source. A lot of surprisingly good protein sources relative to calories, all packed with other benefits.
Exactly, but that's not the whole story, is it? The Healthline article broadened the scope quite a bit.
It did. Moved beyond just those top few veggies to other plant-based protein sources.
Right, things like edamame prepared from frozen. They said a cup has like 18.4 grams of protein. That's huge.
Wow. And lentils, too, a real classic.
Yeah.
Around 18 grams per cooked cup.
Yeah, lentils are amazing. Then beans, pinto beans, over 15 grams per cooked cup.
Chickpeas, too, about 7 grams per ounce, they mentioned.
And mung beans, fava beans, lima beans, all contributing good amounts. Even green peas add a decent bit.
They also threw in grains like quinoa and wild rice.
And nuts and seeds like pistachios and almonds, which add up.
And they also mentioned Brussels sprouts and broccoli again, maybe with slightly different numbers depending on preparation.
Which is a key point, right? How you cook things can change the final numbers per serving. Water content shifts, things get concentrated.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And Healthline really highlighted legumes, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Called them protein powerhouses. Listed things like field peas, cowpeas, common beans, mung beans again, pigeon peas, chickpeas, soybeans, all packing a serious protein punch per 100 grams.
So the big picture here for everyone listening.
Yeah.
Getting good protein from plants is totally doable.
Absolutely. And you get this amazing package deal with vitamins, minerals, fiber, antioxidants.
It's about maybe shifting perspective a bit, recognizing that protein isn't just from animal sources.
Right. So we hope this encourages you to think about weaving some of these into your meals.
Yeah, it's a fantastic way to boost nutrients without necessarily piling on calories. And there's so much variety.
Try new things. Find what you like. Stir fries, salads, soups, sides.
It doesn't have to feel restrictive at all.
So you see, getting enough protein from vegetable sources is possible, can be delicious, and comes packed with those extra health benefits.
We really hope this deep dive gave you some maybe surprising insights and practical ideas.
We covered a lot, but hopefully it provides a good starting point for thinking about plant-based protein.
And remember, this was a curated look. We sifted through those sources to pull out the relevant stuff, aiming to save you time.
Give you that efficient knowledge boost.
If you found this helpful and you want to explore more ways to optimize your health, definitely check out the Detox Health channel.
We do these deep dives regularly, covering lots of different health topics.
And please consider subscribing. That way you won't miss future deep dives and other valuable health info we share.
We'd love to have you join our community.
Okay, so here's a final thought to leave you with. With this huge variety of protein-rich veggies out there, what new recipe are you going to try this week to get more plant power on your plate?